Off your mind is okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner. Oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politics.
Hello there.
Maiyegun lamo do. Maiyegun diary.
I've had my own cup of tea. See, this is my own cup of tea. Wait, right beside me. Right. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Maiyegun diary. Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Maiyegun diary. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Thank you very much for joining me. Share this broadcast, okay? Invite your friends and invite your not so friendly friends, right? Tell them that Maiyegun today. Meanwhile, the program tonight is going to be in two phases, okay? So the first part is going to be what is happening in the political arena in Nigeria. What happened today? Which of them, of those, circus show are we featuring tonight? So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be featuring Kolu in Enugu, where Alhaji Pastor Oluwo Kolu was in Enugu, and he was telling them about his own program as usual. So we are going to pick from what he had to say, as usual. The particular one that seems to be trending right now is the fact that Kolu, while addressing the people of Enugu State, he told them that they needed to work hard. They must work hard to make him the president. Because if they don't, well, what they are going to get is likely going to be a baked slice bread. No, soaked sliced bread. Soaked sliced bread. Listen, we'll share all that tonight, okay? The second part of tonight is to continue our contribution back to school project on Maiyegundiary Politico, sponsored by the Yoruba Union. Yes, Igbimoma Jekoba Jele Yoruba. So the first part will take us maybe up to an hour. So if you're all for it, share this broadcast. Invite everyone that needs to be here. I'll try my best to make it as interesting as it should be. But listen, you just need to see how degenerated Nigeria has become. When you look at some of these characters, and they are those that are promising hope to the impoverished, bro-beaten, abused 200 million Nigerians. So when you look at that and you look at those sharing them up, you can't, you can, but only just shake your head. And that's why we're going to go to Enugu today. You know the whole story, right? Share the broadcasts.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Máyégún ti dé.
Thank you very much for joining me tonight. So let's get started. Today happened to be the turn of the people of Enugu, where Tinubu was to hold this campaign. Well, he actually held the campaign. But apart from other paparazzi, other this or that, I'm more interested in what he said when he was there. And I think some of you will probably not be interested, but you should. You should. They hold no water. There are some other things that you should observe too. On this platform, we keep that as a record. So I am going to take you to Enugu, where the people of Enugu played host to Kolu. But just before we delve into that, a quick one. Call it an update, okay? 3 days ago, we broke the news of the train passengers that were kidnapped by Fulani terrorists in Edo. It didn't gain much traction. It's still not gaining any. Surprisingly, shockingly, that the initial report said 32 people were kidnapped. But 4 or 5 days after that, the government of Edo State just came out and they said, well, it is true that some Fulani terrorists, they kidnap people, but they are not 32 people. They are just 20. Meanwhile, when we were speaking or talking about it the last time, I said there will be no effort of anything like rescuing them or getting the terrorists arrested and prosecuted for this crime. Rather, the families of those who have been kidnapped would have to wait for the phone calls from the terrorists, probably demanding for, or obviously demanding for ransom. So, few days ago, about 2 days ago, there was this media story that the terrorists are demanding for 640 million naira to release all of the passengers they kidnapped from that Tommy Kimi's train station in Igwebe, in Edo. I just thought you should know. Another thing that I think you should know, that when you look at Kolu and APC, Egbekegbe, when they are like living in their own world and make it seems like they are actually not those responsible for what is going on in Nigeria today, like they are not in charge. That's exactly how they are talking. You might not have been paying attention, but that's the way I see it. The insecurity has become something that they have told you or probably taught you how to get used to them. 32 people initially, but they said there are 20. 20 people in Edo State are currently in the hands of the terrorists, and the terrorists are demanding for ransom or else they will kill all of them. Edo State is not Zamfara, remember that. And just in 2022 alone. That's why the last time when I did a program and I said, congratulations to those who made it into 2023. Of course, you say it's grace of God. Some of you will be like, different, you give your reasons for at least being alive. Because if they ask you, as somebody living in Nigeria, you have a lot to say. what you actually passed through. Some of them that could have taken your life in 2022. Of course, personally, you can share some, right? So then you give the glory to God, which is great. I mean, which is a great and beautiful. However, on record, as much as the terrorist reports, terrorist activities are being reported in Nigeria, and some of you read them as just normal news. 25 people killed. Yeah. 14 people killed. Oh, it's very sad. These are actually real human beings. Human beings like yourself. They had dreams like yourself. They had hope, aspiration. They were more or less like you. But unfortunately, the numbers of these victims who died in the hand of terrorists in just 2022, sorry, that my battery is acting up again. I'm going to fix it before I get fully into it, okay? Just give me a sec. So, I think I should get you a little bit occupied, you know what I mean? While I fix that. Just a moment.
It for 60 years. They chop for your money, abuse themselves. You know who I'm talking about? OPJ and Atiku. When the chop are finished, they started abusing one another. Now you take much, now me take much. They fight naked in Wuse Market in Abuja.
Kolu. We are still coming to you, don't worry. We're just taking it step by step before we get to that. Just give me a sec. Right. So, to those who make it all through to 2023, I was congratulating you the other day, but guess what? For those who didn't, would you like to know their numbers? Yeah, and from where to where? Well, thousands didn't make it, and they were killed by different terrorist groups across Nigeria. Look at that Anambra, 201 killed by Fulani terrorists. Yeah? Now, this is the spread. And it is called reported. Remember, reported means the ones they have, information they have, or got reported to them. The information or things, the incident that were reported to them. It is growing. Northern Nigeria, under the APC, in 2022 alone, those who probably should still be alive were slaughtered by the terrorists that are still doing exactly the same thing. And these rogues, these irresponsible rogues, they have no reason to take responsibility. Now they have turned to prayer warriors and all of that, which is so ridiculous, by the way, to see. So that's why we are going to go to Enugu. And let's go and listen to somebody. I'm sorry if it is going to be boring, but I would rather just sit down there and just laugh. Like when you have a great grandpa that is trying to tell you a story, but his memory continues to fail him, but he's struggling anyway, and he's funny at the same time. You will only be so foolish to believe anything that comes out of his mouth. The ability to process and believe or not believe what comes out of his mouth, that will be decided by the state of your mental capacity. But boring? I don't think so. Annoying? Maybe. but boring. No, you either be laughing or not. So let's go to Enugu, where Kolu was their guest today. The journey started from the airport, by the way, something like this.
No, continue this way. Make way, please. Make way. Let's go. Out.
Yeah, it was very busy. Then when they managed to make it outside, so outside their airport, this happened.
No. Come on.
Then after that, you remember the G5. One of the members of the G5 is the governor of Enugu. That is Ogwai. Now, these are the Werewikes squad that have met with Kolu 3 times already. Okay? And he has agreed to their deals. But for some reason, they are still delaying in announcing their, as they promised. But it won't make much sense if Kolu is in town and won't visit Ogwai. So he did visit Ogwai. Agbo, welcome. I think so. Anyway. And after that, there's no time to waste time. Let's go and give them the show of today. If I see, that's the way I saw it. That's the way I saw it, and that's the way I still see it, okay? It's a circus show. If you take any word that comes out of any of them's mouth serious or to arts, Baba, I'm not trying to say you are dull, sure you get, okay? I'm just saying that, you may not be as intelligent as you think you are, okay? Because these guys, this is their job. And it is a show, a circus show. And that's exactly what I believe that Kolu was ready to go and give. Just like a superstar, mega star coming to perform to your own, for your own entertainment only. Oh yeah, clear road. Did you get that? Oh, hang on. I'm actually wearing the same cloth as my screen theme. I never actually noticed that, by the way. That would look somehow like, Anyway. If he was a younger person, it would probably be, as they have made the pathway for him and his squad holding a towel, right? And then it will just be going like, hey, to his fans. He will just be shaking his fans like that. Hey, all my fans, hey. And everybody will be like, oh yeah, call Lugu and perform for us. I'm talking about me, okay? I'm sorry if this is something more serious said to you. You actually taking this one serious? Come on. You can't be that slow, eh? Okay, let's go see some part of the performance that Kolu gave in Enugu today. The first part is this one. Sit back, relax, okay? Come on and listen.
A man is a governor. He wants more governors from the east. Now you printed a program of events like this. His photograph, his name, his role, his contribution was not recognized. Let us all together say we are sorry.
We are sorry.
We are sorry.
We are sorry.
Today, thank you for respecting us and addressing us and renewing our hope.
Correct. And it is with hope.
My dear brother and a good friend from around the corner here, a man with a Midas touch, a man who is not selfish,
Hello.
a man who didn't depend on anybody or termite and cockroaches to live a good life. I want to say thank you to him that renewed our hope.
The hope of the Southeast.
The hope of Africa. When there's a hope in Nigeria, then we are the raw success of Africa. No country like Nigeria and the rest of Africa. I want to say thank you. Hope Uzodima.
Thank you.
Now, let me give something from Yoruba land. They say whether you like it, you can burn your finger. Whether you like it, you can turn your ear. But you cannot block the way of success. It is only ignorant that we stand on the way of a moving train.
Correct.
Here is hope. As they try to vandalize, demolish, despair, and disparage his name, he continued to work tirelessly for the people, not seeing himself This man, I say, my friend, love it or hate it, he's a seasoned politician. We started together. My first year of the Senate, he was the chairman of Enugu, Eastern Zone. We were in the same SDP together. But we worked hard. We won the election. Not just looking for 25%. We were looking for victory and winning. Thank you for being here today. G and G. Basuragu, Basuragu. My dear friend, Barrister Emmanuel Eleku, the Deputy National Chairman for the South. Well, you have represented well the chairman of our party, national chairman. But nobody will give all of you any credit. You are working hard, you are sweating now. We want you to sweat well for this party until you deliver victory. Until Bola Tinubu became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
We will not give you but a slight clap or a soaked slice of bread.
That will be for them, toiling and working to make Bola Thiefnubu your president. I mean, that was for his own, his own group. But let's go to where he started this Bala Bulu Bala, including Obasanjo, just PDP and the rest of them stray bullets. You probably would be interested in this. Listen.
Oh, we can turn our coal to industry.
Yes, we can.
To a killer.
Yes.
I talk about climate change. Before then, we will not die before climate changes. We will live and survive the climate itself. That's it. Our industry will be as in industry. As long as Germany, Britain, and America, in Pennsylvania, they are still using their coal to fire turbines and generate electricity for their industry. We have the right to do so. Be bold, Nigeria. Wake up, Africa. Let's use what we are.
Wake up, Africa.
Let's turn our charcoal to money. Let's turn our gas to money.
Yes, we can.
Now they say crude oil. The price is falling. Yes, whatever it takes. If you know the statistics of the world, and you think you need over 200 million thereabout of electric vehicles, I don't know if you can get 3 or 4 electric vehicles in Nigeria. Where are you going to get it from? Is it a country that has no lithium? A country that is no gas? A country cannot charge telephone, not to talk of charge a vehicle? Don't deceive yourself. I'm a realistic man. Pragmatic, authentic, a thinker, a doer, a blessed man, a brilliant man. The hope is here. The success is here. We are going to use what we have. We better tell each other the whole line and struggling across the country to build our deep sea port, to build a line from Sungeru to Lagos, to Calabar, to Enugu, rail to evacuate those charcoal and fire our furnaces to produce electricity. Don't give me that nonsense of estimated billing and that you are not ready. No, we can do it ourselves. Not just export of yam and cassava only. We can be agro-processing center. We have only over 200 million people to feed. We are not going to starve to death. You had us back till this time. You want us not to use gold? Give our money to fire our gases and come across and buy it in Europe. The only one cowardly man say yes sir, yes sir. I've been there. I live there. Over 17 or so years, I'm still a black man. I'm still an African. I've managed their businesses. Yes. But there's no way I can apply to be president of America except in Nigeria. There's no way I can aspire to be Prime Minister of England except in Nigeria. Let us take care of our home. People running away.
I'm sorry, right? I didn't even know that was about finishing. A lot of you, some people are saying boring. Okay, wait. I will lighten your mood now by breaking it down. When you speak, somebody said, "What is he saying for goodness sake?" You remember it started from, generating electricity from coal because Enugu has a very huge deposit of coal in Nigeria, okay, untapped. Most of them are being stolen, you know, just like some places, you have these people who are like stealing your gold and doing all of that. So some are doing them in Enugu as well. But anyway, it started from using coal to generate electricity. So that in Nigeria, then he moved. When he was talking about how to take coal to electricity, that they will build plants, they will build industries. So climate change, nobody should come and complain about climate change, right? Then he switched straight to Nigeria have no electric cars. That maybe there is no up to 3 electric cars in Nigeria. That is wrong, which means Nigeria is not generating enough electricity. Especially if they have tapped into coal, they probably would have generated more. Abi? Sorry. He speaks in the language of the God. So I'm just trying to explain to some of you who said it is boring. Oh, it's boring. What is he talking about? I'll help you. Then I'll take it on. Then he switched again to remembering that he once lived in abroad. He says 17 years of his life that there is nothing there, that we should take care of our home. You heard that, Abi? That he can't be the president of America, or he can only be president of Nigeria. But here is something I pick out of all of that, okay? No electricity. Then he also said that, especially the Enugu people, it won't just be about exporting yam, okay? You know, they have abundance of yam farms in that part of eastern Nigeria as well, right? He was referring to that they will begin to export coal. That if any Oyibo comes with all their climate change, this or that, they would need to give us money if they don't want Enugu to use their coal. I'm sorry. That's what he was saying, Abi. But ladies and gentlemen, that man that is talking, that you listened to just now, that is the candidate, okay, of the ruling party in Nigeria right now. The party that has been ruling Nigeria for the past 7 years, okay? That is their candidate, which means it's been part of the whole thing all along. Abi, ask, how many megawatt of electricity has APC, Egbekegbe, generated from coal right now? 0. How many megawatt of electricity has APC, Egbekegbe, added to Nigeria national grid since 2015 to now? 0. Can you believe that? Yes, you heard me right. 0. When APC, Egbekegbe, when they came in 2015, Nigeria, according to them, was generating 7,000 megawatt of electricity, but was distributing 4,300 megawatt of electricity. Then APC, Egbekegbe came. Somehow, everything dwindled. And for the first time in 30 years, Nigeria national grid, the electricity in the whole of Nigeria, okay, as little. It first dropped from 4,000 to 3,000, from 3,000 to 2,005, from 2,005 to 1,000. There was a time that the entire generated and distributed electricity in Nigeria was about 1,800 megawatts. You won't believe that, Abi? But for the first time in 30 years under these criminals, guess what? Nigeria national grid collapsed. So far, so good. In 2022 alone, Nigeria national grid collapsed 6 times. Since they came in, Nigeria national grid, the entire electricity in Nigeria, has collapsed 14 times. 14. Yes, you heard me right. 14. If you ask them today, how much is the total megawatts generated by Nigeria today? Go and check. They will tell you, 6,000, between 6,800 and 8,000 megawatts. Ask them how much of those are being distributed. Then they will tell you it is still under 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000, under 4,000. So if they now say how much megawatt have they added in 7.5 years, when you check the whole number, you realize how much fraudulent these guys have been, and they have no shame about it at all. You did hear him talking about how to do this or that, like they don't have the opportunity right now. But that is APC, Egbekegbe for you. Wait for it, oh. It's not boring, oh. No, it's not boring. It's funny, and at the same time, it is heartbreaking. Listen to this one.
Let us take care of our home. People running away to Canada, to Britain.
That is where the Were is about to send your own stray bullet. All of you, where they japa. They are not responsible for it. They just said it is not. That's why I said don't take any word they said. Don't take any of their words seriously. Are you with me? Nigeria is just like a graveyard for these criminals, and they are the vultures. So whenever you see vultures visiting graveyard, they are waiting, or they are visiting war zone where they know that people will die, so that they can feed on their carcass. That's who they are. Their health care is provided for them from abroad. Their children, their education, their health care, all abroad. Are you with me? Their family members abroad. But guess what? He has a message for you. The patriotic Nigerians abroad.
Let us take care of our home. People running away to Canada, to Britain. Suffer. We've been there. We've seen them all. God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
As you pray, be ready to sacrifice yourself for Nigeria. Anybody who tell you cannot do something, tell them with strong determination, focus, brain, you can do it. Go and look at Lagos. It's a state. It's better than some countries. And if we are free, you'll be surprised. Look at your brothers are living well there. No Igbo man. Well, they bring money for me in Lagos. Abi? Yes. I don't blame them. You want my land, you got to pay. Here you are. If the federal government collaborate with you, if you elect me as the president, hub for Enugu, industrial hub for Igbo, for Ebonyi, Anambra, Abia, deep sea port. In Port Harcourt, fabricating engines, making all the things necessary. Not just cutlass and backbreakers. Enugu will become an industrial hub, greater than before. There will be job for all of you. You have incredible mineral resources to propel economic recovery. You are all equally an agricultural powerhouse that can produce many cash crops. Even before now, you are producing flowers like roses and others and exporting them. You can assist. All you need to do is power partner with the federal government. No be circuit breaker. Let's work in the same party together. Vote.
Vote on your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, holla on your mandate. On your mandate, we shall stand.
Today, I don't want to abuse them. But I can refer to something. Abi, their president, in 2001 so, he did foundation and turning of sword of second Niger Bridge. Abi, he no do anything. When he was looking for second term, he thinks Obi Afonisha had forgotten that he was part of the ceremony of the first term. He said he want to turn sword again. And Obi said, Orekude Palace, make don't call deceive us. A second time, turning of sword. I know they do that one. They know they do New Yam Festival the same month, 2 times. That one. Today, they didn't do it for 60 years.
They didn't do it for 16 years. I told you not to take him, don't pay too much attention than just for the comic relief part, okay? It's just like I said, your, great grandpa, very old man, senile, and then maybe for somebody like Kolu, somebody who has dementia, and early stage of Parkinson, and on like that. So they have a lot to say, to the point that they will begin to hallucinate, and they will be incoherent and all that. And people who are handling him, they know that. That is why the moment he lost track, they quickly put in the music or the adjustor or help him to complete what he's trying to say. Or you see, the best time you can tell Thiefnubu is when he is in his element and is talking about what he remembered last. That to the point that he actually forgot that APC, Egbekegbe, led by Buhari, has been in charge of Nigeria since 2015. Now, this is the part where Obio Obasanjo, all of them collected stray bullets as the talking point at APC, Egbekegbe's campaign in Enugu. Listen to this.
For 60 years. They chop for your money, abuse themselves. You know who I'm talking about? OPJ and Atiku. When the chop are finished, they started abusing one another. Now you take much, now me take much. They fight naked in Wuse Market in Abuja. Anymore. Abba. They fool you, fool you, fool you. Since 1999, I saw one of their running mates. When we are celebrating blue lines in Lagos, he was celebrating Buka. Small shops, small market, as if it was doing the poor woman a favor. Now, Pepe, they say make a concert appear onion, and it won't be bad fast friendly. You forget? Let me remind you, that bridge is completed by APC. You will soon see a commissioning inaugurating the bridge for your movement, for your good to move freely, for your life to get better, for your joy and happiness to come back.
Amen.
Nobody says sleep 3 days because you won't cross one bridge. They don't get shame. They say they want to vote again. They want to come back. So they deceive your brother. When he left Kokorunko, he joined Labour. Me, are they where are they? You, we belong to the same place. Let us go. Let us go. APC, the broom revolution. So that you can see sweep away the dirty leg, the dirty food. God bless you. God bless you.
Tinubu on your mandate, we shall stand.
So did you now get the picture of when your great-grandpa is repeating the last thing he remembered and say, they left there. That was their campaign, no? People have been paid. They've collected their money. Some said they were paid as much as 5,000 naira to show up there. And they did show up. It doesn't really matter. That's how they run their show. Until I saw a clip where Alaji Kolu, I mean, you see, something about old age is that nature and then poor health. Baba, get us you can't really cheat them, or they say, oh, Abi Kilofa problem. Alaji Kolu that is about to recite this.
Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah. Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah.
Alajio. Alhamdulillah. They have to complete it for him. He is struggling. You can tell. But he has to do this. So that after that, they will turn him into a cage show animal like Buhari. All he needs is just to appear in these places. Make a show of the whole thing. Let the people go and perfect whatever they have to perfect and make him the president. You will never see him again. Honestly, you won't. You will only be seeing him once in a while. When, just like Buhari, whenever he says something, now just to complicate your depression. You know, when Buhari talk, how many of you remember the time that whenever Buhari want to say something like this, now to add to your depression, mental health, your mental health problem, Buhari is never in a way going to motivate you as your president. You know that. You're never going to hear from him. But if you eventually hear from him, it got to a stage that people are not interested in hearing from him anymore. Like, what's he going to say? Oh, Benny, please, I don't want to listen to that madman. I don't even understand what he is saying. Thiefnubu own. It go worse past Baba Salah. Baba Salah is more sensitive because that one was acting. This one, a total dummy, vegetable. But you will never see him again after this whole show. So it's up to you. I mean, Bismillah Rahman, Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alamin. Is that not how they do it? Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alamin, Amen. How did that become difficult? For somebody who is an allergy. Me, we no be allergy. Me, we no be anything now. Even the way I recited it just now, all of you listening to me, won't you think, Ma Salam, Afa, Maiyegun. At least you can call me Afa at that point, everywhere. How did that become difficult for allergy that picked up a Boko Haram sympathizer? I have been trying to figure it out. I'm sorry. Can you explain it? What happened? Somebody said Thiefnubu belonged to care home, old people's home. I said, well, that's the reason why he wanted to. He want to go to us Old Rock. There is no best, well-protected, well-fortified, most rewarding care old people's home on this surface of the earth than the ass Old Rock of Nigeria. Have you no nonsense?
Alhamdulillah. 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 Alhamdulillah.
Somebody said they hear a lot. I shared out on Maiyegunsdiary political. It's not to mock any of your religion, but look at this joke. That's the joke. Is an old sick man that is likely going to be your president. So if there's anything you care about, if you care about your life at all, I would advise you to be worried. Whether you are supporting him or not, I'm just going to advise you to be worried. Because with somebody like him and those who are also going to use him, it is a window, an opportunity. Remember that guy who said that the Muslim ticket is for the favor of somebody said it was, it is the triumph of Islam over infidels in Nigeria. But we all know that all of these people don't believe in any religion. I keep saying that to you. I know there are many of you who kind of get attached to them because of the fraudulent religious profession they are professing. They are not. These ones are Ogboju Onishegun, murderous, jackass. And if you check all of their ways, none of their way, in my view, it should be related to any religion, whether Christian or Muslim. But they are showing off in public. But when you all know that, don't you? Bunch of fraudulent pretenders using religion and tribe to keep all of you in the perpetuity of enslavement. They call it perpetuity of slavery. You just need to choose which of enslavement is suitable for you. Religious, tribal, or ethnic? or class, whatever. Just choose. That's exactly what Nigeria has to offer you. And that's why all these guys putting up these fake appearances. They are not who they are. So when they use religion to hoodwink you and you fall for it, they laugh at you and then watch you bleed. Just like this criminal. I've seen another part of what he said. This time, he actually said it in English. And guess what? He is so convincing. Are you with me? He is so convincing that this takiya started making real sense to me now. That, you know, when you want to use takiya to deceive the people in Islam, yeah, these criminals who brought in takiya, dishonest people, dishonest and not straightforward people, bloodthirsty criminals using religion. When they study the Western, this Western education stuff, right? Then they pretend to believe in it until they have a chance to change it to exactly what they want it to be, in line with their own murderous Islamic line of thought, which in all generality is actually not in the interest of any Islam or any religion at all. These are devilish people. But they have presented themselves as honorable people, trusted people. And because of that, through that your vulnerability, they could pass on a lot of lies, misinformation, misrepresentation. But the way they will present them to you can be so convincing that you are likely going to say, okay, well, fair enough. That's why I'm going to play you this video. You will listen to it. And I want you, as you are listening to it, do not ever believe any goddamn thing that comes out of his mouth. A lot of people believe them, but they are not in any way in reality or realistic to the reality of what Nigeria is. Before this Olori Brukus da, jam chicken plus goat and everybody, all of us, bundle us into what has become an asylum today. Everyone was in charge of their own affair and destiny. There was no reason for me to care about who is in charge of Northern Nigeria. You would never, Northerners would never care, or probably they should never care who is ever in charge of the Eastern Nigeria, where they are ruling themselves according to their own. You know what I mean? Or you see this madman, when these criminals decided, right, to force this one Nigeria on the rest of us, it favors them. Fine, good. So far, so good, but it hasn't brought any peace or unity to Nigeria. So when somebody like this now want to use the Muslim ticket of APC, that have brought so much death, bloodletting, right, upon us, if this kind of criminal decided to use this Muslim ticket to preach to you of something that, is just doesn't really matter, when we actually know what really matters, right? I would advise you not to listen to him. Somebody said, don't play the video. No, let me play it. You probably have seen it somewhere. I'm going to trade you what he said again. Listen to this.
In Nigeria, by 1978, Awolowo had a Christian vice president. 1978. Some of you were not born or your kids. Philip Omiadi. We didn't complain in Nigeria. We didn't say Christian. Okay. By 1979, Azikiwe had a Christian vice president from Kaduna State, Professor Ishaya Aoud. We didn't complain because we are stupid. You have them on, we don't have them on. Go on for 9 years, his deputy was a Christian, Mr. Joseph Akinwale. Did we complain? No. That guy who toppled the coup, Ironsi, his deputy, Babatope, a Christian. Did we complain? Then I told them during NTA program, I said, look, this is the Christian, so say, yeah. Can you get any university or polytechnic or college of education that can set examination on Xmas Day? But I said, but on Salah days, you set it for our children. Is it because we are stupid? We're talking about system. I talk and I explain to them. The fault is ours. We keep quiet. On Salah, setting examination for our children. This is our country. Back and baggage. Talk. Don't be muted. And I told them, if I can tolerate Sunday being work-free day, why do you set exams on Friday for our kids? Even on Salah. You deny our Muslim girls from hijab in Lagos State. You see a Christian girl with her cross dangling in her chest in our midst, and we tolerate them. You are so intolerant. You are the ones who don't want peace for Nigeria. Amma laifin wani lokaci namu ne saboda kwaɗayin tsiya. Kwaɗayin.
See, all his points would have been valid if he was addressing the Republic of Arewa. Seriously, it would have made sense. But that is how they use words, events, manipulated, disjointed information that happened at different period of Nigeria, where this forceful one Nigeria was forced on us. But they could go on and then, because they know that in southern Nigeria, where people don't take this religion as a do or die at all, and they don't like the southerners for that. In fact, they don't respect them for that. Do you understand? They believe if you are a southerner and you are a Muslim, you are not just, that is exactly one of the reasons and conditions given to Kolu. That we know you call yourself Alaji, but we know you are not. No, you are not. We don't see you as one. So in a country where anybody, that's what that criminal was saying, in a country where if you are not a Muslim, you are an infidel. You can't preach peace in that. In a country, where Muslims are not majority, Christians are not majority. Now, people will not get any religion, plenty pass for Nigeria. Some of you who have taken this to religion as if to say our life and our death depend on them. I think it's actually time for you to begin to slow down. Because you see, those who are actually using this religion, mostly from that northern Nigeria, they don't give a damn about any religion. It's simply about control. Now, when you have such existing difference in Nigeria, among people in a country that is not Islamic country, all the conditions you want that you think will bring proper representation and peace like that is tailored around religion, my brothers and sisters, they will perfectly work in either Nigeristan, Arewa Republic of Nigeristan. But the moment you begin to try to want to justify what we have seen so far, I mean, people were not, do you know that people were not this kind of worked up when it comes to this religion of a thing until APC, until they came in. And they have shown people so much pepper to the point that they are even denying those killed. You know, people are being killed because they are infidels in northern Nigeria. Do you know that? Yes, tens of thousands of people, they were slaughtered, killed, chased out of their lands because they were Christians. It is a crime to talk about that in Nigeria. Why? Because the jihadists are the ones in government in Nigeria. So if you die, they call it clashes. Seriously. Religious cleansing, ethnic cleansing, genocide are all happening in the name of religion and tribe. In Nigeria right now, they escalated under these criminals. So when people say they are scared of Muslim or this or that, do not pretend that you don't know why. Do not pretend that when they talk, until APC came, what they call federal character, federal character means that all this interest must be addressed and everyone must be equally represented. But that's not what you have. No, that's not what you have. People are being screened out of important positions that they are qualified for simply because of where they are coming from in Nigeria. Simply because of the religion. You guys don't understand. Institution that will Islamize Nigeria is not going to happen overnight. It's going to be systemic. You're going to get used to it. until the rules begin to fly. And then you begin to say, oh, we're not taking it. By then, you have nobody to speak for you. All of the important sectors, institutions, where your voices are meant to go through, they would have been shut out completely. You have no idea. Now, fine. For 7.5 years, APC, Egbekegbe have done that. They have shown all of us where we belong to, except for those who, because of their bellies, what they are hitting now, or what they hope to hit and gain in this old chaos, they will sign on and pretend and let it go on. But there is something, there's absolute one thing. It will never bring any peace. Pretend about it as much as you like. It won't. And if you think Islamization agenda is a way of trying to make you feel like Islam is bad, I have explained to you. Whenever you heard about Islamization agenda, it is not an agenda for Islam. It is an agenda put together by criminals who have been using taqiyya in different given opportunity in different institutions. And in these places, they are entrenching a sort of ideology in a country like Nigeria, where you have different people with different religious ideology from different background. As it's a truth, you know. Some criminals who care no hoot about Muslims, they are backing jihadists, killing people because Islam needs to be supreme. Now, in the process of killing the people who are not Muslims, guys, they are killing Muslims too. Why? Because according to them, if you disagree with that ideology, then you are not a Muslim. Now, all of you may not probably have known what is going on. It shouldn't have had anything to do with religion, right? But it is hidden behind that, and right before our very eyes, these Olori Burukus and their agent preachers, they are calling non-Muslims infidels. And some of you think it's just a passive word. You look into all the institutions. Two things are happening in Nigeria. Jihadist terrorists that have killed and displaced people, kidnapped and paid ransom, put Nigeria on the map as the second most terrorized people in the whole world. They are from northern Nigeria. They are from a particular ethnic group in Nigeria. The Fulani terrorists who have been terrorizing everybody, even outside northern Nigeria, they are of one ethnic nationality in Nigeria. But do you know something? In Nigeria, there are about 250 ethnic nationalities, different nationalities. Call them nations, okay? Ethnic nationalities, okay? Now, you have one that is tormenting and terrorizing everybody from north to east, from east to west, from west to the creeks, and from the creeks straight to the center of Nigeria, the Middle Belt. There are no other tribes doing this. Them only. And there is no other tribe receiving the federal government of Nigeria's attention or protection against all these crimes by promulgating laws that gag Nigerians and at the same time gives leeway and freeway to this murderous Fulani terrorist. No other person is enjoying that because the jihadists are in government. They hold so much important institutions. You are going to get used to this. Yes, you are already in Nigeristan, the replica of Afghanistan. Now, the second part are the Boko Haram terrorists who have now created so much other branches, ISWAP and the rest of them. There is nowhere in the world where any government fighting terrorism, nowhere in the world, where terrorists that are killing people every day, that they are going to make Nigeria an Islamic country. Have you forgotten? That was the fight of Boko Haram. They were going to make Nigeria Islamic country, or else they will kill all of us. That's the agenda. But in that same Nigeria, I have never seen anything like that in my life. Nothing anywhere. There is no precedence. There is nothing to compare to this, where terrorists who are killing Nigerians are receiving amnesty right now. As you are reading that people are being killed and kidnapped, Nigeria is celebrating the graduating repentant terrorists. I have never seen anything like that. There is no law that gives them that amnesty. There is no presidential whatever pardon that is in place. But just some crooked arrangement. Because the people who are committing this terrorism, they are 100% from northern Nigeria. Don't you get that? No law, no nothing. No trial, no prosecution. Nobody is looking for any terrorist. But guess what? They are receiving what they call Operation Safe Corridor, put together by the Nigerian army. The same one that they are borrowing money to buy equipment for to fight terrorism. Behind the scene, they are losing soldiers. They are soldiers. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. Their soldiers are being captured like ordinary people, being slaughtered and killed. Wherever they were supposed to have upper hand, Nigeria military will jump there, bomb them, bombing your own soldiers, giving freedom to terrorists because you said they have repented. Nobody understands the process of them, of the repentance or the pardon or anything. Nobody knows. Terrorists are now being recycled. Now, today we have suspicion that, would you believe this? 460 people have been killed by the Nigerian soldiers in eastern Nigeria. I mean, just random killing. Enter a village, start burning all their properties, and start shooting vulnerable people, aged men and women. Oh, what are you looking for? Oh, we are looking for IPOB. But why would you do this? There must be a reason that, nobody was shooting at you. You were shooting and slaughtering people. And you are reporting that as IPOB clashes with Nigerian army. Until an inter-society organization came out 2 days ago. They said they have it on record. People killed in 2022 alone in eastern Nigeria by the repentant Boko Haram terrorists recruited inside Nigerian army. They have killed over 400 Igbo men and women because their job, this is crazy, right? I could go on, I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. So when somebody talks about Muslim tickets and they are trying to downplay it, please remind them there is an history why a lot of people are asking, save us, help us, let us live in peace, break this whole thing up. When they use religion to deceive you, just take a look at them. Do you actually believe all your politicians have any religion? Honest question now, okay? Do you believe that those criminals, they believe in any religion? Do you? Do you? Well, I'll leave you with the answer. I'm going to take a break so that when I come back, we can always do what we want to do. Reach out to the people that are victims of all these criminals. We may not have all that can take everybody out of their basket of slavery and all that, but we are not afraid to try. Okay, I'm going to come back now. I'm going to give you a little update. I think we did give an update yesterday, but I'll give you another one, and then we are going to raise more with our fund of supporting out of school children in Yoruba land. Our target is to target 10,000 school children. Unfortunately, our resources may not be able to do that. I'm not really north out, but with what we have, we are so close to making 5,000 school children or 6,000 of them beneficiaries of our gesture. Okay, I'm going to come back and then we'll start that. Support if you want, and then please stay away if you feel like this doesn't make any sense. Okay, a lot of us are putting our own resources into this, and we are happy to do so. I am looking forward to when we'll see all the children that are going to benefit from this, show them up and the rest of that, and then on to the next one. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, and then when I come back, then we will continue, which is going to be about the fundraiser, by the way. I'll take calls, and then we monitor the rest of the night. Don't go anywhere.
Alhamdulillah. 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 Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
So I have my first caller on the line, but as we do it, okay, the link, if you want to support us in any way, okay, the link to do that are all in the description of the video. I'll share some of them in the comment section, okay? You can tap into them and then you can give that support and I will announce it, right? So far, so good. From our, well, I think, let me take this call first. Hello there. I've kept you waiting. How are you, Baba?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah,
good evening. Yeah, we thank God. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. It's been a while. I want to, I've been seeing everything that's going on online. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to Princess Balogun, like the caller Queen Balogun now. I just want to give a shout out that
Princess Balogun.
I just want to say, I don't know how she does it or how you do it, Maiyegun as well. But Princess she's a woman king, let me put it that way. And I'm going to give a great shout out, Princess. May God continue to bless you. Where you get that energy, the strength, and the zeal from, may God not let it end in you.
Amen.
Yeah.
We are still very much so grateful for having her, I have to say.
When I watched her teach the people, the conviction in her voice, and one thing I said that when she said that, we don't want anything from you. We just want to let you know that this is what's going on and this is how it should be. And you guess what? It was mostly women who are so passionate. I'm like, wow. So this is real. These people don't want anything from us. Okay, we're giving you stuff. What do you want from Kilefe? Are you APC? No, we're not politicians.
Exactly.
We are not politicians. Princess made it clear that we just want to let you know that things could be better and how we should be. You should be enjoying things better even in your old age. Do you understand?
So,
Secondly,
one person was like, hey, Mayegun is looking for money, is about to cash out. And I understand their frustration in a way.
My question is, Mayegun, what is the meaning of cash?
No. People can always project their own miserable or should I say miserable lives. They can project it on others.
Very shallow-minded. Those are very shallow-minded people.
We always have.
I mean, down your loan. They're very shallow-minded people. People like they're very shallow-minded because they can't see the objective of what you are trying. They can't see the objective and your mind for the future of what you see. They are stuck in their present. They don't know anything about the future. You've gone beyond the present. You are living in the future and saying, hold on a second. It can be like this if we do this.
Yes.
Do you understand? But what you guys are doing and we are all doing in the Temple of Truth,
yes,
it has broken many grounds that people can't sit. And you know what? The point that people are in awe of what you have done. Why is it Maiyegun? This young guy. Why this young guy? But they don't understand that. You see,
me. That means they are blind.
My question,
because they can tell that if they are, Baba, they will know that there must be so many people, many times that whenever I call, that must mean something. Baba,
you see the hypocrisy of religion. Yeah, the Prophet Muhammad and Jesus Christ, they were just 30s when they did what they did. The older rabbis and the older imams back then, Muhammad came and took them over. Jesus Christ took them over, destroyed the whole temple and everything. Why don't they in their 30s? Answer, why don't they in their 30s? So exactly. Even the leaders of Nigeria back then, go on, everybody,
even all it was when the whole thing started.
Thank you very much. So please, my brother, what are we talking about? Is the hypocrisy of religion. And you know what? It annoys me that people use religion to try to bury people to that. I said, look, I dropped Christianity a long time ago. I'm more religious than anything else. Yeah, I'm a very, very spiritual person, and I deal with my Creator one-on-one. No pastor say I lay my hand, hand on who? What, you just smoke something?
Abi.
On who? My head. Hand. Wait, you don't take hand because go piss for toilet. You put on my head. You lay hand on my head. I do the math. But my sorry, I said this in the past that Nigeria's battle is a religious war. If Nigeria becomes Islamized, which can never happen, yeah,
that's why I'm saying that there will never be peace. That everybody will just suddenly just go quiet. It's just like maybe too late. But the fight they don't want to fight now, they will eventually have to. Because once you wake up and you walk into a ministry and you are treated right there in the southern Nigeria, and you are treated like an infidel. Baba, you go, come on, our peace go day. Because some people get government, because some people get government in Nigeria, there won't be peace. That's what they don't know.
Sooner or later, the whole world will be under Islam. What the hell are you smoking?
It's not going to happen. There's that's not something against Islam. It's just some of these deluded criminals, right? That believe that they could force that to happen. No, it's not going to happen. Forget it.
Yeah. It can't happen.
Combine Islam and Christianity together. All of them, combine them together. They are not up to the Hindus. You know that,
brother. Thank you.
They are not. Combine Muslim and Christian together all over the world. They are not up to Hindus.
And
and there are over 1,000.
You know the funny part of this,
by the way. So yeah, it's never going to happen.
I keep saying this.
No.
Brother, before I keep saying this that before Christianity and Islam came to Africa, we had our own deities and religion. And guess what? It actually worked for us in perfection to what these criminals have brought into Africa. Hello, check in. Like I said, one of these, I'm doing a lot of analysis on the background linked to religion and race based on what we have now. Yeah, and I can prove to you that Maiyegun, this is all a whole fallacy. People are woke now. Thank God for social media.
Yes.
Thank God for people like Maiyegun, or Badegu. Thank God for people like you that you have opened people's eyes, including myself.
That's right.
Maiyegun, including myself. You open my eyes. But like I said,
Facts are
where I
facts,
work
you
and
know?
what I
And
do,
if all of us want to learn, they said that if you want to liberate your mind, you have to start from unlearning what you have learned. Okay? That means
exactly.
you need to go
And
and check
Maiyegun,
about what you have been told that you believe so strongly. It may be difficult to
you
let
know that a
go
lot of
when you discover that they are not actually what they were when you were told and you believe in them.
thank you.
And once you let go,
I,
you are not going to come back empty-handed. You're going to come back with new information, new knowledge. And with
Maiyegun,
that, a
you
better
know,
person you should be.
after
That's how you should be.
a lot of people, after a lot of people that say, I said, why can't you guys have an open mind? Open your mind. Don't base your mind on what one person said back in the past. They said, oh, in Islam, the prophet has got his own, is it fatwa of Yadis? And then Islam, God has got. I said, you guys have mixed everything over. Look at Iran today. Look, Maiyegun, please do a research on Iran. What's happening in Iran today? And you will not think of what these people are doing. Now, what's it called? Dubai has reduced the tariff on alcohol
in Dubai as well. Yeah, you
yes.
just have to.
Nobody
lives in that primitive mind anymore that says if you don't do what I said, you are an infidel. Baba Shomadini, Emi Omo Yoruba. You call one confess with them say because this and that I'm infidel.
Baba, I come to your house, I come to say, Maiyegun, you are infidel in your own home.
You tell me I'm infidel. You want me to say I'm a Nigerian, Abi? And at the same time, I must know it's no insult. I must know that you are an infidel. Baba, see peace. Don't let us deceive ourselves.
Maiyegun, you have to ask the question. Ask yourself the question, Maiyegun, who is a Nigerian?
I mean, many people can tell you. No, they will tell you if you are born in Oshogbo, you are a Nigerian. If your mama and papa, if they are from Ijebu and you are a Nigerian. If your mama is from Zungeru, papa is from Ekano, you are a Nigerian. But that's not true. Because others have told us that all Fulanis in Africa, they are Nigerians. You know that?
Is that not madness? Is that not typical madness?
So how come all Yorubas in Africa are not Nigerians?
Thank you.
Abi,
and the ones in Brazil,
know that we have Igbos in some other African countries who are like, they are Igbos. They are Igbos. For example, right? They are Igbos and they are Zambians. They are Igbos and they are East Africans. Long story, Baba. That thing where Biafra genocide did, turn some Igbos, to indigenous people of some other African countries. You won't believe that. Right? So can we then say, I like Igbos. They believe that every Igbo is Biafran anyway.
At some point, like I said, you have to start doing series on that Biafra war and how people died.
There's so much information that should come out. Yeah, I know.
And the fact that they're trying to bury it, as much as they try to bury it, the Igbos are saying, no, you cannot bury this. We will know what happened in the Second World War with Hitler and the rest of them. But the similar thing happened in Igbo land, which was not fair and just. And before the second is truth and reconciliation. Before I can reconcile with Maiyegun, okay.
We must first come clean. What we did to ourselves.
Come clean.
What did you do to me? What did I do to you? You come clean.
How can I forgive you if I have not come clean?
And then you open a national mourning, reconciliation and truth.
Exactly. Truth and reconciliation. Put the panel on the ground.
No.
Apologize and everything. We make mistakes.
They won't do that.
That's it.
They still want to wipe them out. They say they are dots. Now we are saying that all of this will never give peace to Nigeria. Pretend as you like. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I will call you. I will send you a message on WhatsApp this weekend. In regards to this weekend, it's personal. It's to do with me personally.
That's right.
But I'll send you a message. It's just to do with me personally as Olatokunbo. But it's a personal thing within you, and I'll send you a message in about 1 minute now. You might not see it now, but just look for Olatokunbo. You find me. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
So much. Princess
Esegon, thank you so much. God bless you.
So that's Olatokunbo there. Yeah. I have somebody else on the line as well. I hope this connects. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, Maiyegun.
Hey, good evening, brother. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. Good evening, everybody in the house.
Hello? Go on. brother. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Eshidon, for this another intriguing topic. So, I think you actually make another more elaborating news because every day you keep lecturing us and about leti, no, so like this, this month, yesterday night, but the program, I actually spent just 5 minutes on your program because I received a very the call to pay as in, I never knew that it would even happen to me. And but you are a member of Temple of Truth, and you go more advocate if we are because was it not 3 days ago on your program you said to me, I'm still going to the matter. You said but one terrorist training you said we should close our eyes or we should have a blind heart or something because it has become a norm.
When I said that, if you want to understand the scenario that I was trying to paint, just close your eyes and picture it, imagine it, and tell me you are not scared. Yeah.
And exactly, I received bad news, Lana. Do you know that our family was among those people they kidnapped?
In that
and exactly. And unfortunately, kidnap my sister and her husband, but fortunately, Okon escaped. But our wife is there, which happened to be my sister. And
your own sister,
my own sister.
Tell me
later, I'm not even happy. I'm not even happy. And yet, our government won't so anything. Our government won't so anything. I am not happy at all since yesterday. I am not happy. I don't know that Nigeria can happen to me. Later, to the family okay at all. And I never knew this would happen to me. I never knew. Nigeria happened to people. I never knew Nigeria could happen to me. This is reality. I'm not okay since morning. I am not okay. But one starting, but one narrate incident to one tackle around. So everybody was just running enter. Even our one who go to rescue our con. They did not actually rescue anybody. Those people actually fight for their lives. They fought for their life. The government did not do anything. So my husband, my uncle, one lati fight for me around lati rescue around one. Our wife put up to be my sister. She has been living there for the past, I think, 15 years or so.
Christ, man.
Sister, she's one of our breadwinner and if I'm even to manage you. And within a ticket of our head, my sister, now what you know, one thing, family can raise the war. If you don't find this thing, phone number, can't be the wagon, won't say phone number because but one start phone what is for me. So phone number in your account, there I want to kidnap you, will not the war. Now, no only can raise the war. Ọkọ wọn ní láti lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọkọ wọn ní láti máa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ police station àwọn police station bó kọ́kọ́ sí lọ fún àwọn kan mi láti sort out it. This is not, we are not happy at all in this country. We are not happy. We are not happy at all.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. There's nothing I say. See, there's nothing I say that is ever going to make it normal. Sure you get. But what I'm gonna do is
I just have to just call this night because I'm not just happy. No, this your program today just makes me to just to just clear up because I'm not just happy since morning. I never knew that it can even happen to me. Nigeria happened to me. My sister is among those victims now. I don't know how she's feeling now. Emotionally, she's not okay now. Yeah. I just have to share my own thoughts because
Idris,
it happened to me.
No, we will keep in touch with you. I'll get somebody I'll get somebody to keep in touch with you, especially when it comes to your own mental health too. There are times I have told people, Idris, I said, there are many victims of this terrorism in Nigeria that people are not paying attention to. It starts from when the kidnapping takes place. The people who are kidnapped, their families. A lot of people don't even talk about the trauma that their family goes through before they finally eventually secure their release. A lot of people don't even know how much impact this or how lasting this impact is in the entire family. And we don't know how long it lasts, but Nigeria is a place whereby they will say, just keep it together and all that. So Idris, from the Yoruba Union, I will get somebody to be in touch with you, just to make sure that you are all right, okay? While we wait.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Don't worry, I'll get somebody to be in touch. So just take it easy. You see, there's nothing much you can do. This situation is terrible, right? We are at the mercy of our kidnappers. Just don't get kidnapped is the rule. Once you are at their mercy. Government is not coming. Nobody is coming. If we are so lucky, right, they will take the money and they will let her go. Okay, Idris. So you don't just calm yourself, all right? Take it cool. Let me take another one. I pray for anyone, and let me tell you something. Nobody is spared. As I am sitting here, I may receive a call that a member of my family has been taken. A lot of them are everywhere, just like everyone else, trying to make a living. But it can happen anytime. A lot of families have been made even poorer. You see this poverty the index in Nigeria they are talking about. You see this terrorism, where people are selling their landed properties, their houses, their everything to secure the release of their kidnapped family or they kidnap their loved ones. A lot of people have been wrecked by this terrorism, but they are not actually being looked into. I pray that our own member Idris, that his sister, will come out safely. That's the least we can say. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegunsdiary.
Baba, how are you?
Hey, my family is
I won't lie to you. Down me by.
Yeah, what's that? Mo sẹ́ndì kankan sórí WhatsApp tí Ọbásanjọ́ sọ tó lóun máa rìgbì nípa Àtíkù àti Tinubu. Bóyá kò tó bá lọ check it.
I'll check it, Baba.
Okay.
Yeah, you continue talking. I'll check it right away, yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Right. Thank you very much. So, Motiri, I've seen that message. And I will probably just follow it up. Me, I like it when they say they will do something. I would prefer they do it, and then I have the evidence and I can bring that to all of you. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, my
Maiyegun
sister.
Baba.
How are you?
This is my first time of calling. This is Fatima from the beautiful city of Hanover in Germany.
Oh, amazing. Did you say Alima or Akima?
Fatima.
Akima. Grand.
Fatima.
Sakima. Brilliant. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's
Fatima. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sakima. And then, I can see that you're calling from Germany.
We are so proud of what you are doing. Words cannot express how we can say thank you to you. This is so great.
Thank you. I mean,
you are doing a great job.
Thank you so much, my sister.
I mean, if I have means I will be donating every week. I hear you on TV. I'll be putting so much in. I always do that regularly under my YouTube name anyway.
Right.
You don't know it, but I see it there.
Yeah, you don't want us to know.
You're doing a great job. God bless you.
Amen.
No, I like to do this anonymously. anonymously. For reasons best known to me, I prefer it that way. I prefer to be a typical Muslim anonymous donor. That is best for me. That. Yes, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Maiyegun. God bless you. Amen. God bless you. Princess, maybe she's listening this evening if she's there. Princess, you are number one. Really, I mean, words cannot express how to say a big thank you to you, Maiyegun. God continue to bless you. We are behind you. Yoruba nation has become a must. It is a must. God bless you, Maiyegun.
God bless you too. And thank you so much, Shakima. I'll remember that name and I'll remember that voice. And calling from Germany actually makes it like the icing on the cake easier to spot the next time.
Beautiful city. Hanover, yes. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.
And you too, ma'am. Thank you very much, and you have a good one.
Thank you, Maiyegun.
Yeah, that's a brilliant one from our first time caller, Sekima, which has probably like a long time. We are grateful to everybody who believe that sometimes if you want to make a difference, right, you have to go beyond just talking about it, no matter how little. You will have to go beyond just talking about it. You have to start acting, or you say. And that's exactly what we are encouraging. And we have been so blessed, by the way. A lot of people have been turning up. And I'm so sorry. That news of Idris' sister continue to kind of eat me. Because every time I listen to someone, and I've told you many times, like when I made that, analogy, right? I told you to close your eyes. Just imagine what happened to the people that got kidnapped or injured during that reported kidnapping in Edo. Every time I see some of this news, right, that some of you will read and just look away. To me, I kind of always want to replay this scenario, okay? In what is like, what could be the last moment of the victims announced to have died? What was it like what could it be like during the melee that 20 people got kidnapped at a go and they couldn't do anything? When I replay all of this, they become so scary that I just have to come here and re-explain it to you. Maybe it will make you understand that none of us is safe from all we are talking about. That it hasn't happened to you doesn't mean that it is not happening. Just don't be a victim before you believe. Hello there. Hello, can you still hear me? Oh, reconnect. Okay, hello. I think it's reconnected now. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening to you, Baba.
Thank you for your program. I want to just be brief and keep it simple. We need to wake up. I don't know why we are still sleeping in Africa.
Please let me tell them.
Everything happening today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told us, right?
Yes.
The sad problem we have back home is that we define man of God or men of God as people who have private jets that will tell you what you want to hear. But for me, a real man of God is somebody that will let you know how important your freedom is. Because without freedom, there is no innovation.
No.
If your mind is not at rest, our scientists can't think, they can't innovate.
No.
So this is why we are backwards. If Nigeria is captured, Africa falls. So the moment Africa starts thinking, we need to find a way to unlock our destiny, not only for us, but for the black race. And it feels that this is the assignment. The Creator puts us here, not to spend 247 in religious centers. They have given us everything we need. It's time for us to use it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm even thinking that instead of us thinking and thinking, I think we have done so much thinking all long time ago, right? In our life, I think we have done so much thinking. I think it is time to start encouraging ourselves to start believing in our instincts. When our thinking says we need freedom, right? Then we should start acting. I mean, I would love that. That's why I've started showing it like, just do something. Just do it. Oh, we need to break ourselves from whatever idea you have. If you see 1, 2, 3 people who believe in it as well, team together, just do something. You know what I mean? It will surprise you how many people would like to do what you are doing as well if they see you doing it rightly. We are done talking. You know, go on, Baba.
It's very sad. You are the great minds of Baba Salah. Because he was smoking in their head, people thought, oh, this man is a madman.
But don't take him serious.
Exactly. Can you compare another prophet to that man? Everything Salah said is happening today. And he fought the government with his music. Today, what our musicians are singing, it's all about women, money, making fast money. So, a lot of things.
You know, one more thing I was expecting you to even help me add to that fella you mentioned, right? Majority of those who told us that we're not too young, of those who detest fella, right? They were those who claim to be elite and educated. Not because they were rich, but do you know that if you look around you today, majority of those who are discouraging young people from standing up for whatever they believe in today in Nigeria, they are the old, they are now old people, but they are the young people, adults then. They were condemning the likes of fella as Amugbo, Radical. They don't want their children to be like him. They are older now, and they are still bullying the young people, even when fella is long gone. So don't forget that, when you look at all those uncles, they will tell you, shut up your mouth. What is wrong with all of you, these young people? You don't even know, you don't know that it's not easy. They want you to remain humbled slave. Because that's how they discourage people during fella. I keep saying that.
The same way.
It's unfortunate.
Maiyegun, your program is wonderful, and thank you so much for everything. For everything you've done, the contribution you're making. It's not just for us, but for humanity.
That's right.
And I hope we wake up. This religion we kill ourselves for was given to us by people who enslaved us to start with. So we need to look inwards and tell ourselves the truth. Mazna Bikalo has warned us. We cannot afford.
They call him a man. They called him an abuser. They said they twisted so many things. And they are still using them today to keep us divided. But guess what, right? Majority of what he said will happen are happening. But we are so shameless to even admit. I'm talking about those who haven't. So shameless to say, oh, he did say that too. This guy said that too. Or they will rather keep us that divided and bury the truth or turn it on its head. But we won't give up. That's why I appreciate everybody who is appreciating our effort on this platform. It is how we do it that makes it more interesting, engaging. And I think if you see we're doing right, then we should keep it up. I will keep it up, by the way.
Thanks for having me on the program.
God bless you, Maiyegun. Stay safe, By all means, just stay safe. And I wish you well, okay? Nice one, Baba.
Bye.
Nice one. So I just had another caller there, and the line is still the same line. And while we were talking, I have what I can call what we have received, okay? I have probably just made about 100 and let me go check. Give me 1 sec. Right, people are contributing. The links are there. The PayPal is there. The Give Send Go is there. I think I have just made about 200,000 naira. If I have to convert, I have to convert my own money from pound sterling to naira just to make the conversation or the conversion kind of easier. It's just off and rough figure. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who turned in their own donation there. Let me tell you what we are doing. Okay. So in the next few days, right, we are going to pay out the sum of over 9 million. I don't know the actual figure now, but you can round it up. 9 million naira to start with. And this 9 million naira is going to go towards production of 50,000 exercise books that are going to be for primary school children, including the KG students, kindergartens. Now, what we are doing is that we have 4 categories based on our resources. We are not going to push ourselves beyond what we can do. We need to get this done in time. And if we are not making enough to make it happen, then we use what we have to make sure that we make it happen. So let me tell you again. Our plan is to raise at least 30 million naira, which we believe that was the primary sort of a budget for it. Reviewed downward, reviewed the whole package and all that. right? We decided that we won't need 80 leaves of exercise books for this secondary school students anymore. We rather divert the resources that we've got right now in catering for primary school children. So because of this, 100,000 exercise books will serve at least 12,000 school children. 12,000. And it's not going to be 30 million. They came back with harmonized, that's what I want to say, harmonized budget, where with 21 million naira, we will not just provide 100,000 exercise book for 12,000 school children in 8 states in Yoruba land across almost 80 schools across Yoruba land. Now, if we are unable to do that because of our resources, right, and time, well, we can use what we have and still do something. So our target right now is that, well, with nearly 7 million naira raised already, if we could get to 9 million, this is what that will do for us, I'll tell you. 9 million will give 12,500 copies of, I'm going to 60 leaves of exercise books. 12,500 of 40 leaves exercise books. Again, 12,500 of copies of 2A special exercise books. And lastly, 12,500 copies of 2B special exercise books. Now, put all of that together to give us 50,000 copies. Now, that would be half of our target if we are not going to go forward because of timing. Right. So with 50,000 copies, we are sure of reaching at least 6,000 school children across Yoruba land. The last time we were out and we spent about 3 million naira was when we did our family end of the year family supported program, which cost us about 3.1 million naira. We actually reached about 600 families. We reached out to them, gave them support, gave them our messages. We planted our seed in these areas, and we want to continue to do that, where we can then say one day, soon, with our resources, we would have contacted and reached almost every nook and cranny of where Yorubas dwells in Nigeria of today. Now, that's our own assignment through God, monumental list of programs we are bringing. Resources is like ideas are meeting resources. Then we don't have time. Just do what we can right away. So what this school project, back to school project will do is this. When we meet 500, right? When we met with 600 families, the aged across Yoruba land in December, we felt good and we saw the idea. We saw something like a see-through into what we are doing and the impact of what we are doing is likely going to make. Yeah, we saw that. A glimpse is called. Now we're going to be reaching out to 6,000 school children. We also have their parents everywhere. Do you really think it's going to be a needle in a sack? Well, I don't think so. It's not much. But guess what? It is, like Princess said, approach. Sometimes we might actually spend 10 million naira on people, on children that we don't know, on families that we don't know, but we have something in common. They are Yorubas. We are Yorubas. We are tired of speaking and telling them what to do. We are now interested, no matter how long it takes, to hold their hand, hold our hands, and show them how to do it. That's a job that so many people don't want to do. It's the hardest. That is the hardest job of self-determination.
Hello.
Get the people on
Hello,
board.
Maiyegun.
Let them own it. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Sir?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I am very well, and thank you so much for calling in. I'm sorry I've ignored the call for so long. I just had to say all of that.
I know.
I'd be like somebody who is marketing something for people that don't know me. I don't know them, but we have something in common. They are Yorubas. Look at me, sweating because of the children of the people I probably will never meet. And I actually hope I meet them.
Great
Hello,
job.
sir.
Great job. We do appreciate you,
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying for quite a while of time, but
You said something earlier on that I want to put meaningful contribution to about the exercise book and all that.
Please, we are all ears. Go on.
Yeah. So I want to suggest something. I'm calling. Sorry, not. I'm calling from Toronto.
Right, from Toronto. Go on, sir.
Yeah. So I quickly want to say something about I don't know, I want to suggest maybe we should be printing those books or whatever ourselves. Maybe that can bring in the cost down so we can reach out more.
Let me quickly say this, except if you have not been following, but I'll bring you up to date. Okay? One second.
Right.
What we are doing is this. We are designing everything ourselves. Okay.
Thank you.
We have what we first did was that we sent out that whoever knows that they can give us a quote, what they can do, printers and here and there, right? We did that among the members and we received about 6 different quotes. Some of them are very high. In fact, we built our fundraiser based on the first quote that said if we needed 100,000, it's going to cost us about 26.5 million. So adding logistics and all of that to it, we said that means we have to raise that much. And now when we now put together a team to look into it properly, negotiate for us, design for us, and come back with what we can work with. That's then now they came back. Now they now gave us 2 options because whatever we want to do, it will have to do with our resources. So in their own review, they came back with about 16 million to get 100,000 copies. But this time around, it's not just 80 leaves anymore. They have reviewed everything based on the people we want to target. So that has brought the price down drastically. But even at that, we are still a bit kind of skeptical, like what if we don't get up to 20 million naira, which will cover the books and logistic? Okay, let us see. What can we do? Maybe we can do 50,000. But if we look at our resources, that means we are closer to achieving 50,000 copies than we are to 100,000. All of this information were done by the team we put together who did all of that for us. And I've always been announcing them. Yeah, we are at that stage.
I miss those parts.
Well, it's good. I brought you up to date now. Yeah, we're up to date now.
I tried to send a message across for the link with the union so that I want to be contributing with the brochure to distribute for the awareness from my part.
We will love that too. We are putting together all the content now to be able to produce a brochure. Okay, be able to produce a brochure that we can actually, people can easily either download or get sent the hard copy, and you will be so immensely needed if you have something like that in mind too.
Definitely. I will forward my email. I will forward my email to you. Then you can
the first thing I'm going to do, sir. The first thing I'm going to do. No, the first thing I'm going to do is that I am going to send immediately. You drop this course, sir. Yeah. Look at the. Please read the comment. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook.
I'm reading the comment.
You are, So I'm going to drop a link there, right?
Phone, right.
Yeah, I will drop a link.
YouTube, right.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, I will drop a link, sir. Now that link will lead you straight to the Telegram group. Now from that group, you are going to meet the right team that you are going to work with in that aspect of yours that you want to help us contribute. We are dying to have one. I won't lie to you. I am dying to meet those good writers, historians who can put content together that will help guide people on what and what is the processes. Getting involved of getting a nation. We need a brochure, something people can really relate with. And you'll be so much appreciated if you can come on board.
I'm real quick, Mike.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. Because at the end of the day, sir, at the end of the day, right, we're going to get to a stage whereby you and I and people like yourself all over the world, we are meeting, deliberating on our ideas.
Definitely.
You get what I mean now? Go on.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Maiyegun, I've
Sir.
tried that. I think you sent it to me. I couldn't get through to it, but let's try it one
You
more
go on
time.
Telegram.
So that,
See,
yeah.
that's
I've
one
been-
secret, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one secret I'll tell you tonight, sir. Yeah. For everybody who has been messaging me, doing all of that, especially on the
Right.
WhatsApp, this number,
Right.
I barely use this
Right.
phone, except when I am actually like live on program like this. But if you go on
All right.
Telegram, you have
Right.
unhindered access to me. Seriously, I mean it. That's a place that
All
my
right.
attention is always undivided. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
when you get
All right.
through that means we are likely going to have something in common, and therefore I'm going to talk to you.
Definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
Because I have a lot, I have a lot to share with the group.
I
that
would
I'm
love to have
into
you on
with
board, sir.
Yeah.
Love to.
Yeah.
So I have sent the link into the comment on YouTube. Okay. So what you do is that to make it easier, sir, right? If you are watching the program on TV, just grab your phone now. Okay. Go to Maiyegun's
I'm
and then tap
watching
on.
it. I'm watching it on my phone.
Oh, brilliant! Then you can see the comment. Then
Yeah.
So if you tap the
I'm
comment,
seeing the comment.
if you
Yeah.
tap the link,
Yeah.
it's going to take you out straight. If you have Telegram already on your phone, right? When you open that link, it's going to take you straight.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm watching you. When you join, I'm going to know. Okay. Let me take another call, sir. All right. I look forward to meeting you and hearing more from you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. So that's a brilliant one there from a caller from Toronto. So I have another caller on the line. And if you are supporting us tonight, I appreciate this. The Nigerian accounts, I don't know if I should put that up tonight, but for those who have them, I won't mind if you can help me post it in the comments, especially Princess, if you don't mind, help us share that in the comments. And I have been receiving some donations already, but I have a caller too. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun.
Sir, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for the good work.
And thank you so much for the support.
God will surely reward you in a good way.
Amen to that.
Yeah, then thanks once again to Mr. Oladele, Mr. Ahmed, our queen. Mrs. Balogun, for the good work. God will be with you all in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So, there is one, I will like to remind you about our last discussion, the last time I called, that please help us look into it. You and Mr. Ahmed, you can help us work something out. If you can remember that,
yeah, I
if
remember.
you say,
I mean, I haven't spoken to Ahmed on this. I have to confess, right? I know that I could make a demand of him, and he could fix the whole thing into his program. But there was a time, right? If you remember when we had our People's Parliament, I don't know if you saw that or participated. We saw Ahmed and his family. Yeah, they drove down to Florida.
That is on the 31st.
You remember? Yeah.
On the 31st. Yes,
he participated from Florida. Yeah. And then he said something. He said, yeah, for the holidays. And it's free for them. Immediately the holiday is over. He's an American soldier. So he's going back to, you know what I mean? But that is left. Yeah, that is left to me to actually fix the area. And I apologize that I haven't really picked it up with him, okay? Just because of having that at the back of my mind that he said that. But yeah, I will do my best to reach out. He's watching, possibly, and it's likely it's gonna be hard to say no, but I will discuss with him. People have been making that proposal for like over a year, Baba. Some said that we should be having a Russia program on the side. We should having the Igbos on the side. We should bring other languages too and make it more interested. I know. But the consistency of those who are going to appear, sure, you get consistency. You don't give some people, you don't give people taste of something, then they can't see it anymore. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'm trying to work on. But work something out.
Yes, I understand what you are trying to say, but not all the time. Just maybe once in a while, maybe once in 1 month. Just maybe end of the month or maybe just one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God will help you through. God will help you through. Because
thank you.
Like me, I've learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
From Mr. No, what's the name? Mr. Oladele and Mr. Ahmed. I've learned a lot of things. Yes, I have my own personal program. I do like humanitarian program to people. But when I joined the Yoruba Union Telegram,
yes,
I started learning new things. I can also chip in to assist people, to assist myself, even myself, not only. So, and when I'm discussing with one of my uncle this afternoon, he's one of the retired teacher in Nigeria. So we are now discussing, I'm discussing Yoruba Union, everything that is happening there. So, say something. He said, do you remember there is a course in school, but they have removed it from the curriculum? I said, what course is that? Civic education. He said, civic education is no more in the curriculum. And civic education what is all about is maybe, let me say, human relation.
Exactly.
That is everything that we teach in
how
civic
to relate
education.
With other people, how to respect law and order, and how to be a good citizen.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. And they have removed it from the. He said, do you remember we used to have history? I said, yes. He said, they have also removed it. So these two things, I don't know how Mr. Oladile can help us and do something about it, or people in the education department.
Let me tell you what they are planning to do. Let me tell you something that I know about, okay? And they are hoping that we are going to help them to make it work, all right? They have started what they call the Oduduwa class, Abi Yoruba class now, okay?
Yes,
which means that, they will be having this featured subject, teachers that would then be teaching some certain, topics and all that will be accessible by the people too, even people in diaspora too, just to learn one or two things, history, civic, and so many other things that they are trying to bring on. Now that package, they are trying to, when it finally comes, on stream, right? They want all Yoruba children to be able to access them. And you know how it works, right? When they finish, it's going to be like, history. I want to go and listen to the history content and teachings on Yoruba, generally. So there's a place you go to as a young person. Do you know another thing that they also told me today when we were having our meeting? I told them about Starlink, which is this Elon Musk internet. That is satellite. It doesn't use all this MTN, Glow, and all this mast and all that. No, nobody can shut it down. It's in the satellite. So today they were telling me that part of what they are putting together, which is part of our future programs, right, is to digitalize some of these schools. Make it easier for some of our children in Yoruba land, right, to have access to unlimited information. Make it so easy. Either through a public forum where they can access them, or through individual connection that will give them that link that, don't worry, you don't need MTN. Free internet. Just go on there and pick up all the subjects that you need to know, including the books you want to download, free of charge. Go to that particular website, okay? You don't need internet. We've covered that. You don't need to pay for internet. You don't need to pay for any book. If you need audio book, if you need videos that teaches, all that thing. Baba, if you know what these guys have in mind, I just feel like a lot of people have so much in their head. They're just looking for a platform to make it happen. Yoruba, will make that happen. All of us will make that happen. But it's going to be gradually built. Gradually. You have no idea what they have in mind. And I am so looking forward to seeing all of them happen. That's why I can't wait for the school trip. If the school trip goes well, you'll be more prouder as a Yoruba man and a member of Yoruba Union than what you probably feel now that makes you feel like we should focus on this, on that. There's so much coming, Baba. Just look out.
God will help us through.
Amen.
So that is what I just want to contribute.
No,
just let us leave all these people. I will call them Agbero. Buhari idiot.
Buhari idiot. Asai barbarians.
Yeah. There is nothing that connects them together.
I want all right, sassy. Crumb eaters, crumb chasers, ass lickers.
Yeah. There is nothing that connects them together.
No.
It's only fraud.
And greed.
Fraud and greed. That is what connects them together. So I'm using this medium to pass it all over to the viewers. Let us connect together through this platform, Yoruba Union, Maiyegunsdiary, and see how we can help ourselves, then help the community we all from. So, and God will help us.
Amen.
Thank you for your work.
And you too. And thank you so much for all you have said. I appreciate that. Okay. I am thinking that even though I promised that it was going to be like a sort of a donation night where we're going to put all our resources together and see if, if we could raise nearly 7 million naira in just less than 3 days, I don't think it should take us forever, at least, to match our first 9 million naira for the 50,000 school children. I am just saying, I have donated mine, and a lot of people have donated even more than once. We appreciate everyone in a way, but we need, or we have a mark to meet. Hello there. And I think that's Ahmed, by the way.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
I did fine.
Yoruba will say, Tabak Muri Akparo Ajako. And then immediately somebody they are talking about just walks in. They will say, Omo Konye Onshomo Ali. Ahmed, how are you?
And I move for Wally one you. No
joke.
Naima, why they tell me say, I no be like they mention my name. Na life in there. I don't check time. I see na life.
Yeah.
2 days I don't miss your program. You get time. Drive Padawa, prepare.
I didn't have a chance of asking you the last time if you have returned back to base. I expected you to.
I just returned a day before yesterday. Or just Tuesday, no.
Oh yeah, the day before yesterday. That was Monday, yeah. Oh, sorry,
Monday.
Sunday, yeah.
Or just Tuesday. No, or just Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Abi?
No, today is Tuesday.
Ojo Monday.
Ojo
Monday.
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah,
say,
on Monday.
There's a lockdown. On Monday. How did I lose the count of days? Anyway, go on, Baba.
I tell you, not be smart to me, but I think say.
I just lost. I mean, usually during the lockdown, yeah, you'll be asking yourselves inside the house. I don't know about you. I'll be asking what is today again? And then I wake up will be like Wednesday. And I say, no, it's Wednesday, not 2 days ago when we went to Mom's. Oh, okay. Maybe today is Friday. Then we just drag up. I mean, it was horrible time. I mean, yeah. So you actually went back just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Since that time.
It was 2 days ago. I'm telling you.
It was a long. Ahmed. Don't tell anybody. Now you and your madam. Now you and your family.
I know, like, hey, I won't do. Time pay your body, no. You give the family,
this is not always that available. No. Go on.
I'm telling you. So, Maiyegun, I don't have much to say. Mo confessor nípa àwọn people tó jáde ní rally Yoruba Nation.
Yeah, Leko.
Yeah, you see, mo pinpoint the 1 or 2 things. But I don't know how serious some people are about it. Nígbà bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ nípa security, mi fẹ́ fi English sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ understand. So gbogbo bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ nípa security and all those things, like, mo ní feelings pé ó ní àwọn èèyàn. Like you've always said on this program, there are some people who just want more look and cranny. Ibi tí àwọn problem yìí wà.
You will be surprised, Ahmed.
So yeah. So
the amount of intelligence they are holding and nobody is using.
So
You'll be surprised.
So mi ò mọ̀ torí nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe nísìnyí tá a bá fi ní pé a fẹ́ tọwọ́ bọ security kìíní, you know, àwọn wèrè kan wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè tẹ yín mọ́ èèyàn lọ́wọ́ kọ́ yín mọ́yàn lọ́wọ́ yan
Because of the kidney.
I don't know if you but èmi mo mọ nǹkan tí a lè ṣe but ó lè
Má worry, Ahmed, I'll tell you something. No, I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
For the sake of the fact that we have raised it openly, yeah? A lot of people may feel the same way you are feeling, okay? We have an idea, and one of the things is that people are kind of worried about is how do we know the right people to meet?
Yes.
How are we sure? You know what I mean? Like they won't change it to something else and all of that. Ahmed, I told people, I said, if we want to make a difference, right? This is not us demolishing a house to rebuild it. Okay? We are actually from each block, every block that is going to build what is going to be the future foundation, right? And the future direction, a torchlight, sort of a map that will lead us to that free, independent, sovereign Yoruba nation. We would have to do them from scratch, starting from mixing the gravel and the cement. What do I mean by that? When I introduced the idea of approaching this via humanitarian angle, it is not because we are cowards. We have tried being vocal. It didn't work. We have tried being confrontational. It is not working. Okay?
Yeah.
There are other approaches that we have devised. I'll give you an example in the area of security.
Yeah.
We are pretending that we don't know anybody. It's like nobody has heard about Yoruba being independence and all that. That's the way we are treating it now, which means every person that will come on board, they must come on board with the idea and ideology of what we are putting into their head. Explained, clearer, and defensible, right? I mean, defendable, right? So that same thing, we now discover that a lot of people are already waiting for this. They just don't have coordinated sort of support like we are bringing. Ahmed, when it comes to the security of Yoruba land, hang on. There is no people who know Yoruba land than the hunters in Yoruba land.
Thank you.
If we have a chance of meeting school children, if we are free to meet with women, meet with aged, widows, students, civil servants, employed, unemployed, as it's going to be our gesture, by the way, then Ahmed, is there going to be anything wrong in meeting the hunters and offering them help? Yes or no? Is there going to be anything wrong in that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's approach. Don't let us say much. So I'm going to say, don't say much on that because I'm going to tell you this, right? That when you are ready, hang on, you will talk. Ahmed. Right? What I want to say is this, right? What I want to say is this, right? When we are ready to treat insecurity and make impact on that, rest assured, you will see people willing to work with you in abundance across Yoruba land. We are building that already. So go on, Ahmed.
Well, I told you, I said, there are some things that probably one of these days probably will have time if I can talk to you one-on-one and just share ideas. Then, you might know how to go about it. Probably you're more closer.
I have an idea just like you. All of us are trying to you know what we are doing? We are fishing in a dangerous water. We know everything inside that water. Okay? So we must be very careful in order for us to make sure that we fish in there successfully, tame all the dangerous reptiles in the water, and save the ecosystem, they will say. But Ahmed, I personally have a blueprint when it comes to that security stuff. I just thought that people should just see us do it before they will say, how did you do that one?
What looking at is this.
Go on.
If Tabaniki, we got what we want, we map out the areas, we feel these people are there.
Yes.
If you are trying to now say we want to do something, I think being cautious. Say, our end up towards security Nigeria, cover misbehave, start talking rubbish, talking trash.
I know.
Just like the way they are trying to, put ESN to look like they are the devils in the eastern part. You understand what I'm saying?
I know. That is expected, okay? But like I said,
one thing I'm really skeptical about. But gbogbo wa ṣe ṣàmà lọ torí mo ti ìgbà tí mo rá àwọn ẹni tó jáde ní all those rally for Yoruba Nation, I was like, all these people tó bá láyà tó lè jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ just small kini la ma fi àwọn people ṣe pé most of them will just enlighten them more, let them understand nǹkan tá à ń fighting, and we'll find a better strategy to lay down.
Strategy.
About it.
I like that word.
Yeah.
Strategy. We have, like I said, that we have tried few things people may not know. Now, if you want to tackle Nigeria, we don't have the resources that the Nigerian system have. They can crush anybody anytime. Now, then you need strategy. Now, your strategy may not, I don't know if you have observed, Ahmed, a lot of people will actually respect Mayegun so much and what I have done and what we are doing and all that. Some of them just don't like my kind of disposition to non-violence and all that. But a lot of them don't understand why. Do you get that? Some people feel like every time you say no violence, I said, you have no idea.
No.
And don't do Eloni every way. It's not their baking.
Very careful.
They will swallow.
Àwọn ẹni tó wá ń ṣe fún yẹn gangan wọ́n wá make sure pé àwọn èèyàn yẹn they blame you just like they are doing.
So that's why I said that. That's why I said that we may have a lot of ideas.
Mayegun, a lot of people, if you check, a lot of people did not even know that Oloyi Sunday was in look and crony of these bushes trying to combat these people at one certain point. A lot of them didn't know that he was going into the bushes with the police. He was going into the bushes with the security of that same Nigeria.
He was doing that, I know.
When he saw what he saw, he backed out. Lai, Ojo. And kò lè work bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe yìí kò lè work.
No. We have to do it in our own
way. The Nigerian system make sure they showed his own people that he's fighting for. They make sure they showed his own people that he's a bad person. And that's what a lot of them are right now they are seeing.
And that's why I said that we have to change our strategy. Yeah. You can cover so much ground if you don't if you don't announce all your plans and all that. Bad in us meeting people. Yes, we are going to meet everybody. We're going to support every sector of Yoruba land. That's it. Well, that's what we tell people. We're going to support every sector, support our people here and there. That's it. And if support is a crime, they can also probably start arresting us. Ahmed.
Well, I hope soon. You can land to Europe, probably. I'll come around and come.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk better. Yeah, all your concerns and all that. Yeah, we'll talk more.
Probably deployment in Europe. I'm just still looking about it. So
that's all right.
If it ever happens, maybe that will be an opportunity.
Don't worry, I'll share what I know with you. You share what you know with me. And then I hope once you have the confidence enough, maybe we're going to set up the committee for the security.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So we are planning we've done that of the education. Now we're going to do that of the information, IT, and every other thing that we communications, orientation, and information, all those stuff. We're going to set that up soon. Yeah. Right? So maybe if you and I talk, right, we'll be able to clear some gray areas, and I can give you the working ideas of what we want. You share what you want with them, what you have with me from your area of expertise and area of professionalism as well. Then maybe we can make something out of that and create the security team right away. And then we can begin to put together a project for the security team too. Why not?
At least
nobody's getting paid. I'm not being paid.
For personal gain, there is nothing we want to gain in this.
No, if I want personal gain, Ahmed, people should know something, Ahmed. If I want personal gain, my content on Maiyegunsdiary political YouTube is quite rich, very rich. I could concentrate on that. But when it comes to this, it comes at a personal, what do you call it, personal sacrifices. And we are not complaining. No, we are not. Because we are actually making impacts. And that's what that matters, Ahmed.
It's true. Humanity, no.
Thank you, Baba. Ahmed, that's what some people should know. Okay, I told people the other time. I said, if I choose not to walk again, if I just said I don't want to walk anymore, it's back on okay, and the rest of that. So I have something that is so valuable that gives me millions on its own. Just on the side. Yeah. So which means I could keep up with that. But if I continue having to do all of this, it's because it's not all about that money anymore. It's about what other things.
About humanity. Care about humanity. So
just know that on this side. But Ahmed, again, thank you. Right. Okay, a lot of people want you to start presenting or helping to add the Hausa side of the conversation to this. And I've told them that
I would love to because this message has to go for it.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Have to go for it.
Nice one, Ahmed.
Enjoy.
Have a good one, okay, Baba? Yes. I think it is time. I'm going to. I don't know if I should call it tonight. Right, but nevertheless, I may just take one or two calls. Okay, see somebody like me, Mayegun. I am grateful to what being consistent and being hardworking. I'm grateful to what that does. You see my videos; they are worth millions in your naira. No joke. My videos worth they're worth millions of your naira when it comes to every month. And I can sit down here just by telling people things, sharing things, and I will always be very comfortable. But you know something, right? Over the years, one of the things that got me more interested in all that is happening in Nigeria from way back is because I realized that what people actually need to survive, to live a better life, a moderate life, it's not that much. Do you get that? Like, you don't need all these millions and all of that, billions and all that, just to live or lead an happy life. Then I figured out that, definitely they are just deliberately making us suffer. I think why we suffer is where they derive their joy. So I hate all your politicians for it. I hate all, you know what I mean? Like that. I just never want to have anything to do with them. How do I then tell you that you deserve better lives? Life is not this hard. It's not always that hard. Now, these criminals make the life hard. And it is deliberate, intentional. That's what gave birth to Maiyegunsdiary political. I mean, I've seen my own fair share of the tough life abroad, but I'm grateful to God. I mean, I work hard, very hard, for years to bring myself to wherever I am today. But from nowhere, I never saw that coming. I realized that every word I say, you may not like me, it doesn't matter. You may not like me. Or you see, every word I say is valuable enough that it is not free. Yeah, you may be watching me for free and the rest of that, but it's not free. I've been made to realize that every word I say, for every minute I spend, is so valuable that if I choose never to work again in my life or work for anybody in my life again, I will be more than comfortable. You know why? Because I discovered I don't really need much to lead a very comfortable life, to give my family the best I could give to them. I don't need all of what your criminal politicians are killing themselves to get. Then I discovered that even without little that I have, I am still able and capable of helping others that Nigeria is dealing shaggy. Then I have a platform where I also discovered that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. There are many, many people like myself. They are not craving for much. They have all they need. Sharing from what they have with those that don't have is something they find pleasure in. You derive pleasure in that giving. So if people now make crowdfunding very popular on Maiyegunsdiary political, I am not asking you to give me money. Of course, I need money, but it's not your money that I need. I have my money. And from my money, I have always been reaching out to other people who need that support. I don't kiss and tell, but when it comes to people saying, let's come together and do something, in this time around, do this in a massive way that makes a social, a social impact, so to say. I want to say social political impact, but that won't be right. A great impact in the lives of the people that are likely never going to be able to say thank you. Do you know that? And from this, some of us derive joy from doing that. So don't think, because of some jobless miscreants, opportunist pickpockets who have turned this whole thing to a serious mess, for their selfish and personal greed and all that. Don't rob us of all the successes we have achieved, the people we have helped, the people we have reached out to, the lives we have changed, the lives we have touched. Some of them we probably don't even know them or would never know them. And this is something that is called humanity. It's greater than anything. It's greater than anything. Yeah? I mean, all I wanted is just get myself a car so I can move about whenever I want. Being able to feed and take care of people around me, including myself. And today I could do that very conveniently, very, very conveniently, without having to blink. But there are a lot of people in Yoruba land, your criminal leaders in Yoruba and in Nigeria have made their lives worse, and they have now weaponized that poverty by them making these people, right, to recycle them in order to make their lives hell and worsen. So I'm not your enemy. In no distant future, I'm going to be one of those you're going to look at and say, God, I am so grateful that I'm alive, that somebody like Maiyegun, you tell God and say, God, I am so, so grateful that I'm alive. During the time that somebody like Maiyegun is alive, will touch life. I'll make a lot of people. Yes, I will encourage a lot of people to do what is right. In the process, we are going to change the direction that Nigeria is taking us. We're going to choose our own direction. Underrate us, fine. Laugh at us, great. Attack innocent people who are expressing themselves that they are done with Nigeria as much as you like. But guess what? The wheel will turn. Yes, the tide will turn. And this time around, it's not just going to be a word. You will see actions that follows it. And the process that will lead to that, I am proud to be part of that. It is not violent. It is non-abusive, not caustic. And indeed, it is just for the emancipation of our minds, our souls, as a people, as a tribe, as Yorubas. I'll take one more course and I'll call it a night anyway. So I've seen somebody trying to call in. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello, ma. How are you?
Hey, I thank God.
I know. I've seen that there, and I'm like, I think I should take this call before I go. I was actually giving my own final speech there. Why I'm happy I took your call. So how are you, sir? I mean, how are you, my brother?
But Maiyegun, I'm keeping call this number long. You see,
Ma, sorry, sorry, please go on, ma.
Mo ti ń pe nọ́mbà yìí ní ìsìn ó ti lé ní ọdún kan.
Ẹ wá wo time tó wọlé.
Látìgbà tí mo ti ń wo show ẹ ni mo ti ń pe nọ́mbà yìí.
Wow.
Tí ó jàjà wọlé léni.
Ó ti wọlé lálẹ́ yìí o. Yeah, which is good.
Okay, this is my number. I only must watch church. Do you know who called you today?
What's that?
Do you know me?
No. I mean, I can't guess it. I'm looking at the picture, ma. But I mean, I'll be happy if you can tell us. If that's okay.
This is the woman who's sitting down in a chair, keeping watching you, sleeping in the bed and still watching yourself.
Okay. And thank you so much, ma. Seriously.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I can
I'm
feel.
so happy that
you know what, ma? I can feel something like moving inside me, and I can tell you. I don't know if I should call it a butterfly, but I can feel it too, which means I'm happy hearing from you too. Seriously.
Okay. How are you going to know me that it's me watching your soul every time to time? Talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Writing all these people give you the offering for the what do you call it? All this donation for
the
Yoruba
donation
nation.
for well, we've done some. The current one is that we are doing it for the back to school. Is that the one you are referring to, ma?
Yeah,
the
that's
back to school.
what I do to you when what do you call it? This Baba who be in that show.
Okay.
And
which Baba is that? Akintoye.
That's what show me Bowo when Bowo was in it.
Yeah,
and they released Bowo for the
that's Baba Akintoye, the Alano.
Akintoye, Alano.
Right.
Then one day they do for baptism for your daughter and your wife have baby. I have this picture on my phone.
Yes.
Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú, ọmọ àfikọ́kọ́rẹ́ jẹ, ọmọ àjẹkọ́kọ́rẹ́, ọmọ àfipá ńlá mú gàrí.
Àwa ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀, ọmọ àfẹ̀kọ́, oníkan tó bá fi anyway, ẹ má yẹ kí n lọ bẹ̀yẹn náà anyway. Yeah. Àwa ni ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀, ọmọ alágẹmọ mẹ́rìndínlógún, ọmọ kí wọ́n yó, kémi yó, èso dì náà. Ìyẹn ni pé kẹ́yìn wà òkè, kémi wà òkè, kò yẹ kí yẹn jẹ́ fight o, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú.
Ẹ̀yin tó yẹ pé kọ́kọ́rẹ́ lẹ fi máa ń mú gàrí.
Irọ́ nìyẹn.
Ẹ̀lẹ́ máa jẹ ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́.
No, irọ́ ni. Ẹ̀bà tútù. Ẹ̀bà tútù bí ẹ̀bà
ìjẹta. Lẹ máa ń fi kọ́kọ́rẹ́.
Lẹ máa fi ń jẹ ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So tẹ́ni kan bá lọ, tá bá ṣẹ̀ sí ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́ wá ń sìn, right? And then èèyàn kan sọ pé ẹjọ́ ẹsẹ̀ ẹrù ẹ̀bà sí ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú máa wọlé á rádà jẹ ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ dàn pé kó lọ jẹ ẹ̀bà tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń rò ń sìn. But tí wọ́n sọ pé ẹ̀bà bí ìjẹrin kan wà níbí yóò ti bu o, wọ́n á ní ẹ lọ gbé wá, àwa ré ibi tó bu lórí ẹ̀ yẹn, tó bàjẹ́ àárẹ̀ dànù. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá gbé ẹ̀bà yẹn ti ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́ tó ń gbóná yẹn. Ẹ lè understand tẹ́ ẹ bá ti try ẹ.
But ẹ̀rọ nǹkan tó wà mẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́ máa ń dùn gan-an tán bá sè ẹja àpapọ̀ tán fi máa ń ṣe ìkọ́kọ́rẹ́. Gẹ́lẹ́ bí nǹkan tó sọ yẹn ẹja ṣáwá fòlò wọ́n wá bò wọ́n á sè wọ́n á kó panla sí i. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àfikọ́kọ́rẹ́ jẹ kìnìún ẹ̀bà bí kìnìún wọn.
Ó ń ṣe gàrí o. Thank you so much.
Ìjẹ̀bú, I'm so happy to get you. Oh,
it
God.
Is such a pleasure.
I take this number long time. I only must call this number. But when I call you in the show, she can't work. I know it's a lot of people.
You know why, ma? It's not just because it's a lot, okay? You see this particular number that a lot of people have, right? That number is only mostly active when I am live. Do you get that, ma? So when people call me after the program or they send message, I personally feel bad though. But it's because from experience, there's so much messages. You know, it's public. Sometimes I could get, I see I have like 16,900 unread messages. And these are people who have been messaging me for over a year. Some of them 2 years. Some of them just yesterday. And they believe that I'm ignoring, but I'm not ignoring. It's just I don't use
when your wife When your wife have baby, everybody will say hello to you.
I know.
Congrats.
And you wanted to
Congrats.
as well.
I want to say hello to you. I'm keeping call this number. Call it. Say hello to you. How's the baby? When this you both banties for you and your wife.
I know.
It's 4 of you. 2 baby, your wife and the baby and everything. They say in the program I'm watching. I was thinking you saw. I don't know. I said, this is Maiyegun.
It is Maiyegun.
It's your wife.
I know.
It's your wife. And the baby is so beautiful. That boy. I saw everything.
Akinola, I know.
That picture was in this phone I'm using to talk to you right now.
Bless you, ma. Bless you, ma. Thank you very much. I mean,
I
am happy that we finally
talk,
spoke. Yeah, I am happy, and I really, really want this to be. I want this to be consistent. Okay, keep trying, and now that I've actually noticed your face, if you call in, I will be looking forward to speaking to you again.
Excuse me. Now you see that number.
Yes, ma'am.
My number. This is my number. If you call me, I will pick it up.
Okay.
Talk to you in a so you will know who is somebody who talk to you. When I pick the phone, you will see me.
Great.
You can talk, I can hear you, but you can't hear me. So I'm just watching you.
I know. I mean, you and I are talking on the phone, so the TV is a different one. But it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for actually never giving up. Never, you didn't give up. Some people would have stopped trying. So you didn't.
I know.
So thank you very much for all of that, okay?
Say hello to your wife and the baby for me.
I will. And my regards to the family as well, okay? Everybody around. Just tell them.
Thank you.
I said yeah?
Okay.
Stay safe, ma. Yeah? Thank you, ma. So I can understand. I mean, I don't know how it is like being unable to actually reach your favorite person. I'm some people's favorite. Oh, I told you, I'm actually some people's favorite, and I feel same way they feel when they finally kind of get through to say how they feel for the first time. And I appreciate every one of you. Eva Mahal, thank you for your super chat, by the way. Very generous of you, okay? To everybody who donated as well, who sent in their own contribution tonight, I want to say thank you. But let me tell you what I got, okay? So we started earlier tonight. We started from somewhere around the 6,650. Hang on, no. We started from 550. Now, I have managed, I would say, from my own side, though, I didn't bring Princess on tonight, okay? She would have probably, share with us if we received any naira donation and all that. I was going to bring her on. But you see that Idris news about Idris' sister, who is one of the victims of those kidnapped from Edo by the kidnappers, Fulani kidnappers. That hit me differently. See, everything I did after that, everything we have done after that, this is me just trying to make sure that at least handling it inside and making sure that the program is not totally derailed. Ordinarily, I would have logged out. Seriously, I would have stopped from that moment. But I'm happy that we didn't. We managed to this end. I am going to see you some other time. And this fundraiser is going to, it's going to have to continue. We have between now and the 20th of January before we will start paying our printers, okay? Don't let us down. Let's make it happen. If we can't do 100,000, I think we are so close to doing 50,000, okay? So if we do the 50,000, we'll be touching the lives of over 6,000 school children. I want to see that happen. I don't even mind if I have to empty my kolo, even if we can't get more. But thanks so much to every one of you who actually dip your hand into your own kolo tonight, just to make sure that you help us increase the number of our donation, okay? And to everybody who, to everyone who is still very much a doubting Thomas, just wait and watch. You're going to sit down on that your sofa. You're going to sit down wherever you are right now, whether you are watching on your phone or you are watching on TV. As you are doubting, all right? That's how you're going to sit back and you're going to see thousands of school children that are going to benefit from what we are really doing here. And you're going to listen to them sing the Yoruba anthem loud and proud. Yeah, right there. And guess what? It may not actually change you or change your mind as despicable as you are, as a doubting Thomas, okay? It is just going to torment your miserable life that not everybody is doing this because of selfish or self-aggrandizement or self-gain. Not everybody is looking to make anyone or everyone. So yeah, you sit down there, you doubt us. At the end of the day, you're going to sit down there as well. You're going to see those beneficiaries and more and more and more and more until you're likely going to be so kind of choked. You get choked on your doubting and all that, okay? It doesn't really matter anyway. So thank you very much to everybody who is part of this set tonight. I'm going to see you some other time. Like I said, that other time could be tomorrow. Stay safe. Good night. Yeah.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.